actress whose films include Goodfellas, Malcolm X, and Batman Forever. She could soon be seen every Wednesday night on the new sitcom, Temporarily Yours. Take a look.
Hi, I'm your 12:15 with coffees. Shameless, I know, but I need a little caffeine jolt, and I figured a mochaccino bribe might help get me hired. Thanks for seeing me on such short notice. Oh, what a day it's been. You know, it all started out at breakfast this morning. I pop an English muffin in the toaster. All of a sudden, the toaster starts, like, shaking. Then out jumps this flaming, charred mouse. Mochaccino?
Please welcome my buddy, Debi Mazar. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Good to see you. I'm glad you finally made it here.
Oh, I know. You know, last time I came here, I woke up. I was so excited. I was here to promote Tree's Lounge, I think it was. And I wake up, my radio alarm clock is like, it wakes me up and it's like, stay out of Rockefeller Plaza this morning, stay out of Midtown. I'm like, what? I'm half asleep. And I turn the TV on and I see like 5 million, you know, fire trucks out here, and your studio was on fire.
Exactly.
So I called her up. I was like, Rosie, and her machine was on. Wake up. Do you know that your studio's on fire? Do I have to come to work today?
And I was sleeping and I hear the machine and I'm thinking, who the heck is calling me? It's 4:15, and you were the first one to call me to tell me I didn't have to go to work. I was so happy.
Look at that.
You know, I didn't have to go to work. I could sleep an extra 3 hours.
I was really disappointed. I wanted to come to your show.
Well, I was disappointed that I missed you, but I'm glad you're finally here. And I know that story in the clip is true because I remember when that happened.
Yeah.
That really happened to you.
Well, it did, and it was terrible because I was craving an English muffin that morning.
Yeah, I remember this.
Which I don't do that often. I like wanted the nooks and crannies. I had it all planned out. I bought it the night before.
Yeah, because you usually don't do a high-fat breakfast, do you?
No, I watch it. But anyway, so I got the espresso cooking, the English muffins in this brand new Classics toaster, you know, the kind with the slots. I put it in. I look over, and all of a sudden, I see the toaster, like in the clip, it was shaking. And I flipped the switch up, and then this mouse or rat or whatever it was, I don't know, jumped out, and it was white. It was smoking. I felt so bad for it.
And you tried to get it, right?
I did. I mean, I looked in every hole behind, like, under the sink, and I had maintenance come up. I was freaking out. They plugged everything up, and, you know.
You never found it, did you?
No, and I threw the toaster out. I went off English muffins for a long time.
Like it's their fault.
Well.
Now, I'm so happy that you're on TV.
Oh, do you
Because you were on Civil Wars, and you were great on that show.
Thank you, yeah.
And I'm glad you got a vehicle to star in, because you deserve it.
Thank you, girl.
Give me a high five on that. I know you started out, you were a makeup artist, used to cut hair.
Yeah, I used to cut hair. I did many, many people. One of them was actually Andy Warhol. And I was turned on to him through a mutual friend, and he'd asked me to come up to, he was working at Interview Magazine. He said, please come do my hair. And I thought, well, he's got a rug, you know, up there, so, okay, I'll come do it. So I go, and I wanted to meet him so bad, so I went up there, and he took me into a little bathroom, and he sat me down on the toilet. He sat down on the toilet, it was closed. And I put the cape on, and we never discussed his hair. You know, I just start trimming around the ears, and I start chopping into this rug. Meanwhile, I'm like pulling on it, trying to figure out how the hell it was stuck on there.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it was glue, but we never discussed the fact that it was a rug and it wasn't growing back.
Right.
And I did it several times, actually.
You kept going back to cut his wig.
Yeah. His rug, but it was like a fantasy for him. So, you know, I mean, I went with people's, whatever their trip was. You want me to cut your rug? Great. You know, just, you know, whatever. So, yeah.
Did he talk, or was he very quiet then?
He actually interviewed me the whole time. He wanted to know about my life, where I came from, and, you know, he just interviewed me the whole time.
Yeah.
So I found out very little about him, but,
did you see that Who Shot Andy Warhol?
The what?
That movie, Who Shot Andy Warhol?
Yes, I did, yeah.
It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Think it was accurate?
She was great.
David, I think it was David, but although after today, I am not counting on my memory. Did you see what I did to Sting?
No, what?
Were you watching?
I was fixing my shoe, actually.
I said to him, I loved you in that movie, Buster. It wasn't him, it was Phil Collins. Right to his face on
Well,
live
you're
TV.
human, right? It's okay.
You know, but this is Sting. I'm going to have to suck up to that guy for 2 months to alleviate my guilt, Debbie.
Oh.
You know how it is? You know how I am with the guilt. So you used to be a dental hygienist, too, right?
Yeah, I was one of the... it lasted maybe a month. I think the final straw was that I cut my my outfit up to about here, and I added a fringe, and you know, it was during the disco days, and I called one of the instruments. He said, "Can you pass the Explorer?" And I didn't know what the Explorer was, and I looked at the picker, and he looked at me like, okay. You know, but I had actually sort of lied about getting the job. A friend of mine was a dentist, and he had given me the lingo of how to get the job. So I sounded like the most fabulous dental assistant that ever was, and I got the job, and then he sort of figured it out. But he trained me, and he's now my dentist, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You see how it all works out in the end?
Yeah.
How's your poodle?
Dolores is fabulous.
Yeah?
Yes, she's
I remember
great.
when you got Dolores.
Yeah,
after I got my Chihuahua, you went and got a poodle.
Well, I needed to get a dog, actually. I've always been a cat person, but I travel a lot, and I figured if I got a dog, the dog would come with me if it was small enough. I'm a flea market freak, and I collect lots of glass stuff, and I have been collecting. I just started collecting these glass poodle tchotchkes, and I had maybe 13 or 14 of them, and I woke up one morning, and I found myself, I'm like, good morning. As I was like passing by them on the way to the kitchen, and I thought, oh my God, I clocked myself one day. I just said hello to these glass tchotchkes. Maybe it's time to get a real dog.
Yeah, could be.
So I was on location for a film in South Carolina, and I came across an old magazine from the 70s called The Poodle Review. And I was flipping through it, and these haircuts that they had were just staggering. You know, I was loving it. And so I looked in the index, and the publisher lived on my old block on Bedford Street down in the West Village, and I thought, oh, and there's a phone number. Let me try it. It was like a 20-year-old number. I call it, the guy picks up, we have a conversation.
About poodles? About
poodles and this magazine that he published and blah, blah. And anyways, so he gives me the number to Barbara Green, who is the president of the Poodle Club of America. And I
hooked you up?
And me and Barbara got on the phone. She was like a Park Avenue lady into poodles, and she gave me the number of a breeder, and hence now I have Dolores.
Who you love and adore.
Love and adore. In fact, I wish I had a picture. It was very small. I couldn't bring it, but she's gorgeous.
She is cute. I've seen her.
She has her nails.
Are you getting over your fear of earthquakes? I know, the last earthquake, you and me on the phone, 6 a.m.
Yes.
All of her flea market tchotchkes, and she has a lot.
Clunk.
Clunk.
A lot of them. Some of them I saved and glued back together, but you know, it was pretty exciting. I know it sounds sick, and I hope to God I don't experience another one, but, you know, to feel the earth move like that, it was pretty freaky, but you know, I'm not ready for another one.
No.
No.
Well, you'll be out there a long time, because the show, I hear, is wonderful. I haven't seen it yet, but some of my friends have seen it. Temporarily Yours is the name of the new sitcom where you play a temp, and it's following The Nanny, right?
Yeah.
On Wednesday night.
Yeah, 8:30.
So, 8:30. Watch it, please, because
it's funny.
It's a funny show. Give me a high five. Debi Mazar, right now, Adam Arkin, after this break. We'll be right back. Still ahead from Chicago Hope, Adam Arkin.